And Annette Clarke didn't actually touch the ball during this passage of play. But to be there to watch it, and again, as you mentioned, like the biggest name in goalie football, the most experienced name, she was directing the traffic. And this is a move where Louise and Nicola Ward and Olivia Devley, the main three of this Kilkerrin Clonberne team, driving forward as leaders, and they're involved in the move. And Annette Clarke is there in the full forward line, and she's directing the traffic like a conductor. And eventually the ball is sprayed across to the right to Eva Noon, who puts the ball over the bar. I thought for this Kilkerrin Clonberne team, and maybe I'm saying it as a Galway person, having watched this team evolve over the last 8-9 years, it was a wonderful passage of play, finishing off with a wonderful score from Eva Noon, where, dare I go to 1966 and say, do you think it's all over? It is now. But when that went over the bar, Eva Noon's point, there was only one team that was going to win the whole Ireland.
Yeah, definitely, Darren. And I mean, you said it there, and I mean, you're right. Like, and I mean, I suppose you mentioned, it's funny you mentioned those three girls, the twins and Olivia Devley, and the fact that she, those girls are what, I think 24, 25 years of age now, 25 now. And they've been so involved. And I mean, I know Annette Clarke for probably nearly 20 years now. And, she's been talking about those girls since they've been under 12. And that's hand on heart, probably about 15, 16 years ago, she was talking with them girls. And I mean, it's amazing to think, and I texted her it last night, it's amazing to think that, they're now winning Club All-Irelands. And as you said it there, she's still there with them and, conducted the way. And it was so brilliant, to see her to be on the pitch at the end for that momentous moment. And, and that just summed it up, that Eva Noon and pint. And it was so relaxed for also a young girl too, to just so relaxed, just, popped it over her left foot. And you just knew that was it. And you could sense it in the crowd. I'm sure that, I know from watching it seemed that way. And you could really, it was just, I suppose it must be a brilliant feeling. And I think, unfortunately, in my career, I was probably the wrong side of the countdown clocks, but it's a lovely feeling to have the countdown clock then, knowing you're 4 points up and that there's nothing can happen, and you're taking the cup. You won't have a crazy decision from referee to play 11 minutes overtime or something. That the countdown clock is gonna end, and that's your All-Irelands in your pocket then.